The new upcoming Pokémon Legends Arceus game has recently come out with a brand new gameplay trailer immersing us in this new, old world of Pokémon. Let's see what's in store. This new trailer shows us the many new features as well as brand new Pokémon that you'll be able to fight, encounter, and capture when it's released. The trailer does show that there's even more Pokémon than the ones already shown off that we talked about in the last video, and brings us one step closer to realizing our memories can only handle so many designs of animal-like creatures. Before we get to the new Pokémon that are in the game, let's take a look at the wide variety of new scenes given to you, the Pokémon Master. Yes, you who's watching my video and not anyone else's. The wide array of panning footage and the beautiful music immerses ourselves. It shows the true nature of how, in the past, people could only talk in text boxes. 25 years of Pokemon and none of the characters in the main game have yet to learn how to create a vocal sound. That has to be a new record in video game history. It's truly beautiful just how immersive the Legend of Arceus is shown to us here, and how real it is with its historical accuracy. Never heard a single recording of a person from the 18th century and below, and it's very likely that this is exactly how they communicated with one another. All we've ever gotten from them are some books, carvings into rocks, and an old Charlie Chaplin movie that uses text almost exactly how the Pokémon Company is speaking to us in this new trailer. Good job, Game Freak! Great representation of the past. Forgot to make the game in black and white though, so 7 out of 10. We even get to see the Jubilife village in more detail, and the many things you can do here like customize your look, which could be an implication of someone who could have changed their views, but instead weirdly kept things the same because they always knew their cursor was above a modern Bob. Enjoy the freedom of this old village with a new Jubilease on life. Well, that's a good summary of all the gameplay in the new trailer, and as I would never falsely state something about a brand new Pokemon, let's get into every brand new official Pokemon in Pokémon Legends Arceus. Number 10. Kleavor. While it's not the most clever name, we get to see this officially released new evolution of a past and quite popular Gen 1 Pokemon known as Scyther. Kleavor comes in strong as a bug rock branched evolution of Scyther, as the special minerals found in the Hisuian region have caused Scyther to evolve into a Pokemon that has to compete with one of the most notable evolutions in the game, Scizor. The use of bug and rock and the stone-armored Kleavor appears in is a really nice way of splitting up the competition with something that lets us reflect on how different the times were back then, before the industrial industry decided that steel is the new in-fashion look. While I don't mind this Pokemon, I also don't really know what I'm looking at. Scyther to Scizor was a drastic change in look, like it suited up for Halloween as the Red Ranger because it was the oldest sibling, but Scyther to Kleavor is like when you wanted to roll a snowball down a large hill to see how big it could get, but it's April, so you decide to make a mud ball and it happened to hit Scyther at the bottom, I guess. You know, Scyther is nowhere near the first Pokemon I thought this was an evolution for. Not only did I think Kleavor might have just been a new Pokemon on its own, you could have also shown someone it and said it's an evolution of Graveler or Pinsir, and anyone would have immediately believed it. My mind actually jumped to Kabutops and thought this might be before Resurrection was invented and fossilization had yet to take its toll on society thanks to all the renewable energy we had back then due to no source of oil. Oh my god, it's 4 AM, why am I still up? They also showed in a great battle between you, the trainer, as a new feature to Pokemon is shown off with a noble trait. You can see Kleavor radiating in light with an aura around it, like Arceus' Swiffer neck brace, and battle it with hand-to-hand combat. No more relying on Pokemon to protect you, it's time for child labor. Watch this live evidence as Kleavor runs into battle and appears in front of a young child. It's likely he's only 10, and has yet to consider that the strike for unionization is still going on. Kleavor comes in with no fear, roaring into the air ready to attack in an unsuitable work condition for a child who has no insurance and lives in a time period with no anesthesia. This was somehow approved by a professor that actually got a degree to allow a child to do this. As the introductory screen for this boss Pokemon that's basically a totem Pokemon but with the contrast boosted to full, we can see circumstantial evidence that it hit a child. This is the first scene the Pokemon Company decides to introduce this Pokemon into the universe with, by it rushing in and charging at full force, leaving this pubertyless boy grounded to the floor in a cloud of body spray as Kleavor is the Axe Pokémon. Luckily, the jury sees that on the left of the screen, the child actually had two options, one of which was to dodge, so he should have just done that. How'd you get hit, kid? You saw an option on the left part of the screen. Why? And oh no, more footage which might make the court no longer treat this kid as a minor, as he fights an endangered radiant angel-like species of god with chemical warfare. You can actually see him in slow motion throw what looks like a bag of Old Spice, exploding on contact with the Pokemon that would clearly win the trial over if most of the jury was religious. It's the past, this kid has no chance. Kleavor is not hit by one, not two, but possibly three bags of this purple mist, as there's no footage of whether that one connected or not. We see this boy actually has an accomplice who will likely also be charged, as 1 part Axe body spray mixed with 3 parts Old Spice makes for a dangerous poisonous gas, especially in a region that looks like there isn't a shower. The brand new Pokemon may also be able to sue, as wearing any competitor's product by no choice of its own is reason for another lawsuit by its sponsor brand Axe. As we do see footage of it breaking out of a ball, and none of it being captured, we will not be able to see the results of the trial until the game comes out on January 28th, 2022. It's an okay Pokemon, whatever, it's new, but still, it just doesn't have the same feeling Scizor has and could have been tacked onto several Pokemon and believed as an evolution by any. That's why Kleavor's the last spot on the list at number 10. Oh, wait a minute, typo, that's actually 01. The other Hisuian Pokemon aren't new anymore, they were in the last trailer.